All right, I think we can go ahead and get started. Today is September 10, 2025. This is a meeting of the Container Storage Interface community. Let's go through the agenda items. First up is from Sunny. Sunny is mentioning, can we go ahead and merge the CSI spec change and cut a new CSI release? Sunny, you want to talk through this?
Yeah, I was thinking isn't that the cap? The PR is already merged.
Got
So
it.
like what are we waiting on here? Like I'm not sure about what's the latest open discussion.
Ben, it looks like you've already taken a look at this one as well.
Um, Sorry, I'm in the middle of having my lunch. Uh,
No worries.
Remind me, this is, oh yeah, so the issue with controller modify volume to GA is that we were sorting out the exact handling of certain error cases in the sidecar. Hemant was restructuring things to trying to remember this thread. The concern is different kinds of failures from the SP will trigger a retry. I don't suppose we have him on here because he was driving the conclusion here. There were just some changes to the error handling workflow and some people that were concerned about it. I think primarily from Alibaba.
Yeah, I think you left a
I was
message.
waiting for that to get resolved before because if something comes out of that like requires a change, then we won't want this to be GA.
Yeah, it
But
looks like
but
you
presumably we can just solve it and then declare it GA and then move on.
you referenced this other PR that was merged, collapse the invalid argument, error rows, and clarify. But I think it sounds like Sunny, let's sync offline with Ben and Hamant, and if they're good with it, then we can go ahead and merge.
So so I'm good if Hemant has addressed all the sidecar issues. I lost track of what was going on there. We had a series of meetings over the last maybe it was more than a month ago at this point because it's been quiet for most of August. But I think back in July we were spending a lot of time on this. Um, and I don't know if Hemant ever resolved it and that's why it's quiet or if he's
Got it.
still working on something.
And Shing, do we need this one to be merged for all the sidecars to release for 1.34?
Ideally, we should do that.
Yeah, but we're not going to merge it just because there's some schedule. We actually have to resolve the problem.
Yeah, I think Haman said he's going to join, but then he probably forgot about this one. He actually said he's going to join this meeting earlier. Okay, I'll
Let's
pin him.
Yeah, let's follow up with Hamant offline and see where that's at. And then Sunny, you can just ping me if you get the thumbs up from Hamant, and I can help merge it. And
Okay.
it sounds like if this CL or this PR is merged, then we are okay to cut a new release. Is that right? Is there anything else we're waiting on?
Nothing from my perspective.
Okay. All right, then I can help cut a new release after this is completed. If
Yeah,
anybody
for
else
those
thinks,
that were interested, I think part of the challenge with controller modify volume is if it fails and then the user changes the the VIC on the Kubernetes side, and then that also fails. you have quota management problems because Kubernetes can't reason about the state of the volume. If you've been trying to make a change and it was unsuccessful, and then you try to make another change and that's unsuccessful, you can end up in a state where who knows what state the PV is in, um, and the quota system can't protect you in the worst case. Just for anyone who's interested.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have stated that problem in the CAP PR. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also looking for an approver for the CAP.
This is which cap?
Sorry. Yeah, I
But
have
what
a
is?
I have a
Do
pull
you know
request to
the cap
the
number?
This is the update of the VAC.
yeah the update of VAC.
All right, so let's get the volume attribute class, or sorry, the controller modify volume GA merged, get a new CSI cut, and we can track the volume attribute class cap in the Kubernetes 134 release, and let's go from there. Moving on, next item is CSI proxy v1, v2, and new releases. I see Mauricio here. Mauricio, you want to talk through this?
Yes, this is an informational item about CSI proxy. Lau from VMware, he made a lot of commits in the CSI proxy codebase across two branches. We have one branch with a client server model, another branch that is a GoMod library. And in his changes, he refactored the way privileged storage operation works. And now instead of doing them through PowerShell commands, they are done through syscalls. And that brought improvement across all of the operations from ranging from 100% to 3000%, which was crazy. And
Wait, 3000% of what? Performance?
performance, yes, it will be
Okay.
latency, the API call latency. And these changes, as I mentioned, landed in two branches. I think we are at a point where there are no more changes that need to be done. They can just be tested. On the side, I think he was testing them on the vSphere CSI driver. But there are other CSI drivers that are using both modes of CSI proxy. So I'm planning on creating two cats. One for the client server model and another alpha cat for the GoMod library. And I also learned that there are more than two CSI sidecars or CSI drivers using the GoMod library. And in the graduation criteria of AKEP I wrote a while ago, I mentioned that if we had two or more, then we could start moving or start transitioning the KEP into different stages, which is now happening. So I will also make a few changes in the KEP so that it gets merged. Yeah, that was the update. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good progress. Is there anything that you need to track on the Kubernetes 134 side, Mauricio?
Yeah, good question. I didn't check the spreadsheet. I don't know if we have an entry for CSI proxy v2.
Okay, no worries. We can follow up on that.
I thought we have one. I thought is that are we moving to GA or something? I don't remember. That's the
The state is alpha, so we would be moving to beta.
beta. Ah, okay.
Awesome. Yeah, that's good news. What are the drivers that you said were using the proxy?
There are two. One is the EBS CSI driver. The other one is the vSphere CSI driver. And there is also Azure Disk, but that one is using the client server model in a host process container. I synced with Andy a while ago, a few months ago, about moving to the GoMod library. It wasn't in his plans yet, but I can sync with him once there is more progress in the CAP.
In Mauricio, I was looking at the spreadsheet. I see the entry for this one. It says target GA in 1.36. So you want to target GA in 1.35 or 1.36?
It would be beta in 135 and 136J. Yeah, that looks good.
All right, I'll just change that to 1.35 then.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that, Mauricio. Any other questions, concerns, comments about this or any other topic? All right. We will call it early then. Thanks, folks.
Thank you.